doing? Starting 15 minutes early today. Not quite a whole half hour. I meant to, but I got distracted doing some RNG manipulation in Soul Silver. But here we are. We are gonna do some more of this challenge here today. We should finally be able to finish this first leg and fight Brock. So that will be exciting. Then we will be able to move on to the more exciting bits of everything here in this challenge. What is going on? Like not. What's going on, Sebastian? How you doing? I want to change the category, but my browser is just like not freaking working. From my phone, probably. The current stream. Much. Just glad to be home. Fair. Change the stream category, but the computer is just being terrible and will not let me. I need to close you. I need to close down my whole browser, honestly. That might... Nope, there we go. Just closing and reopening YouTube fixed everything. There we go. Let's go ahead and get that set. There we go. Pokemon Fire Red. Okay, cool. Open the little guide I've been following for this challenge, because we are probably going to need it a bit. Because... yeah, it always defaults to that for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why or how to fix it. That's why I usually just like try to rush to change the stream category right away, because it always just defaults to that. It's extra annoying for Twitch, because then I always get bots coming in being like, oh, use my code, when I'm not even actually playing that game. Like, it's annoying enough when you are playing the game to be like, no thanks, but it's even more annoying when it's like, I'm not even actually playing the game, so you're clearly not a real person. Right, we gotta get Mankey up to level 28. This is gonna be the most annoying evolution of the day. Yeah, let me toggle speed up instead of holding the speed up button. We've been real lucky so far on getting these Caterpies. Whoa! Yeah, low kick is honestly gonna be kind of terrible for leveling up on these bugs. Just because it's like, it's not gonna do like anything to them at all. So that's great. Excuse me. Punas are gonna be annoying, but at least they can't poison me, so. They just waste a lot of moves. Of which we don't really have access to a lot of different options right now on Mankey, so that is a little annoying. Once we start leveling up, though, we'll be doing more damage and whatnot. Taking them out faster. Ooh, got a crit. It's always handy. Against something like Kakuna here, it's a little better to crit after they've got a few defense buffs up, because then you ignore them, as opposed to critting on turn 1 when they have any defense buffs up at all yet. But not gonna complain that much, I suppose. Oh, nice. Okay, we're starting to two-shot some things. Nice, he missed. Didn't get the poison on me, very good. Yeah, I guess we'll use up our last few scratches. We won't level up, but might as well. Yeah, low kick is so bad against them, oh my god. It's gonna be even worse against, Kakuna and Weedle, because they 4 times resist, fighting, so that's really gonna be terrible. Yeah, it's so bad that, like, tickled him. Oh my god, and it's got 20 uses, so we can't even, like... Oh, we can't even easily, like, just use up all of our moves. I should have just used my last scratch on that guy. But whatever. We can't even, like, use up all of our moves easily. That's really rugged. Very, very rugged indeed. Oh, hello. Goodbye. I wonder if we'll finally find a triple Pika today as well. Okay, phew, at least we didn't get poisoned. That was risky going for those. But I want to try to conserve scratches when I can. At least it hits the Caterpies a little bit better because they only regular resist it. Oh, hell yeah. One shot. Nice. Take a little look at Mankey's level up moveset. I know it's bad, but let me remind myself how bad. Okay, so we get Karate Chop at 11, and Fury Swipes at 16. Fury Swipes is kinda bad. Rather just use Seismic Toss, which we get at 26. So I'll probably just completely skip Fury Swipes because it's just so bad. I mean, I guess I could teach him Fury Swipes and then replace Low Kick with Seismic Toss. But I feel like Low Kick has its scenarios where Fury Swipes just doesn't. Especially in this older gen where we don't have Skill Link, we don't have loaded dice or any of that. So, like, Fury Swipes is just bad. We would need to boost our accuracy for it to even be reliable to hit at all. And I don't think the accuracy buff doesn't increase the chance of, like, multiple hits landing. It just increases the chance of it, like, connecting at all. I think the only multi-hit move that each individual hit has its own... Continuing where you left off yesterday? Hell yeah. Pretty sure the only multi-hit move that has its own, like, individual accuracy check for every different attack is Population Bomb on Mousehold. Pretty sure that's the only one that works that way. Also, that Weedle must have had really good defense to have been level 3 and lived that. And we've been one-shotting the other level 3s. Yeah, that's why you'll often see Mousehold run with wide lens instead of loaded dice. Because loaded dice doesn't affect pop bomb, but wide lens does. Wide lens will make it so you'll almost always hit all 10 hits. It's incredibly rare not to. Oh my god, still not enough. Okay, at least we didn't get poisoned, that's all that matters. Anytime we make it out of a Weedle encounter without getting poisoned, that's a W. Karate Chop. Now, that one's actually not terrible. This might actually be using against some of these things that resist it, even, because it has increased crit chance. Yes, most multi-hit moves only hit 5 times, but Population Bomb, which is Mousehold's signature move, can hit up to 10 times. And because of that, it uses a different accuracy formula than all of the other multi-hit moves. But yes, most multi-hit moves only hit, or can only cap out at 5. And then obviously some of them, like double hit and double kick, only do 2. Ironically, or coincidentally enough though, double slap, can hit multiple times. So that must have a different name in Japanese than it does in English. Oh, we got poisoned. Oh well. We're almost out of moves. We only had 1 scratch left. We'll just head back now. So a lot of the other accuracy moves, all of the other multi-hit moves, their accuracy determines whether the move hits at all, not, how many hits, the move does. So, like, I got onto this rant because, our Mankey's about to learn Fury Swipes in a few levels, and Fury Swipes is just so bad, because it's 18 power and 80 accuracy, and there's no way to increase the amount of hits that it will land, so the maximum amount of, or the minimum amount of hits that you will do is only 2, and so 2 18 hits is, 36 damage, for 80 accuracy. Like, that's just not that great. Population Bomb has, I want to say 90 accuracy, but it is the only, it's the only multi-hit move that accuracy affects every individual hit, and not just the initial hit. Let's see, where is it? Yes, Population Bomb has 90 accuracy. Fucked up sound. But that is for every individual hit. So, like, the loaded dice, or the ability Skill Link, if anything with Skill Link got Population Bomb, does not affect the amount of hits that it does. But accuracy increases, like a wide lens or an accuracy stat buff will increase the chance of all 10 hits connecting. And it's the only move that works like that. Where if I used like an X accuracy on our Fury Swipes Mankey, it would increase the chance of Fury Swipes connecting at all, but it wouldn't increase the chance of all 5 hits hitting. Which is dumb. I feel that all multi-hit moves should work like that, and they should have just, like, hard-coded it so that, loaded dice can only, like, they should have made it so, like, oh, loaded dice does technically work on Population Bomb, but you just wouldn't want it to because, like, it would guarantee at minimum of 4 hits, like, type deal. Like, I don't know. I feel like there was a better way that they could have coded that, where, like, accuracy does increase it, because multi-hit moves are so bad. And accuracy boosts are so, like, few and far between outside of, like, just straight up using an X accuracy on something. So, like, I really feel like, or evasion drops, I suppose, are also quite rare. But, like, I feel like they definitely could have made, could have just made, accuracy and evasion checks affect all of the different multi-hit move hits individually. But that would make skill link useless, so, I mean, I guess... Tomato, tomato, I suppose. Getting to the point where we're starting to one-shot things a bit more often, so that's very, very nice. Luckily, we don't need to go above 30. Hallelujah. We need to get real close to it, but not to it or above. So that is quite handy. Oh, well, okay, well, that was a crit. I was gonna say that was... Wasn't quite expecting that to one-shot, but crit, fair enough. Bro, really? You crit me and poisoned me? Yeah, so I guess I should probably, save Scratch specifically for Weedle, and I can use my fighting moves on everything other than Weedle. How much does that do? Decent. Just because, like, the worst that anything else will do to me is a Caterpie using Tackle, which, you know, is not gonna do a sizable amount of damage. And then I can save my scratches for, Beetles. Will be potentially a bit more annoying. Oh, nice. Yeah, Karate Chop having that boosted crit rate will definitely be really handy, too, because we'll be able to pick up some more, random one-shots, just because it will crit more often than your standard move. Learn Fury Swipes at 16. So, 2 more levels, it'll ask us if we want to learn Fury Swipes, to which I'm going to say, no thank you. At least we're one-shotting about everything with Scratch now. Scratch does have a little tiny bit more damage than Tackle, though. Scratch is 40, where Tackle's only 35, so... That doesn't really surprise me that we're picking up KOs a little bit earlier. Just because, like, where Tackle would leave something on probably 1, Scratch having that 5 extra base power is just enough to eke out the KO that Tackle would miss. And the 5 extra accuracy is also just very, very handy to not have to worry about missing without having our accuracy dropped, which the only stat that anything in here can drop on us that we actively, like, stay in and fight is our speed. I think Pikachu comes with Growl, but we don't... We're just kind of ignoring all of the Pikachus because we don't want to get staticked. None of our things really have a reliable way of avoiding static, so that's why we've just been kind of ignoring all the Pikachus. Speaking of... Oh, nice. Another crit. Hell yeah. Making it real hard to gauge how much damage I'm doing to those things without a crit, though. And that does, like, nothing. Should, in theory, be able to crit through this defense boost easier. In theory. There we go. Of course, once we're, like, gets away from KOing him anyway. Oh yeah, which I just remembered that Caterpie and Metapod give Caterpie and Metapod give HP EVs. So everything that we've been grinding in here has been slowly gaining a bit more HP, which is making it handy for the struggle strat, because the more HP we have, the more times we can use struggle before we need to stop. I keep using Scratch on these Caterpies, and I'm needing to. In theory, we'll still be able to one-shot them with low kick eventually. Because even though its base power is so bad, like, we'll just get to a... Oh, well, there. If we crit, we're fine. I'm just gonna scratch this guy, yeah. Really debating whether I do want to say screw it and learn Fury Swipes or not. Because it is still, like, I mean, like, it's still more moves that we can use to try to stretch things out. And I guess it's more useful to miss Fury Swipes over and over again to get closer to 0 moves to struggle than it would be to just spam Leer 30 times. I don't really want to spam Leer 30 times, so... Damn. One shot. Okay, so yeah, we can't quite actually one-shot those guys without a crit. I had a feeling that was probably the case. We just kept critting on them. Real close to out of moves, but we're also getting close to leveling up. There we go. Yeah, whatever, sure, I guess. Oh yeah, and there's only 15 of them. So, yeah, I guess we will learn Fury Swipes for now. We can just avoid using it on Weedles still. Because then, if we miss, we don't get poisoned at least. Oh, and it seems like we're taking out everything in 2 hits. Which is good. Because, yeah, we're taking everything out in at least 2 hits. So that way, we don't need to worry about, like, it hitting enough times. We just need to worry about it hitting at all. Well, that's not bad. Don't want to run completely out of Scratch, though. I guess I'll get rid of these 2 karate chops. Those, there we go. Okay, so we just got Fury Swipes and scratches left. That's fine. Yeah, this will definitely be a lot easier to pull off some struggle strats with. I just want to make sure that we don't run out of scratch first and end up getting, because we're probably gonna run out of scratch, miss a Fury Swipes on a Weedle, and immediately get poisoned right as we get to the point where we could have done some struggling, and then be screwed. So we really need to just keep... Okay, that's fine, that's fine. We missed on a Caterpie, that's okay. Caterpie can't poison us, that's fine. Luna can't poison me, that's fine. Okay, looks like we'll be okay. Alright. I guess Fury Swipes was actually better than I was giving it credit for. But that's also mostly just because of what we're fighting with it. If we tried to use that against something of our like similar level, it would not be anywhere near as good as something that we're like 4 times the level of. There, now we can do some struggle strats, get a few extra bits of XP this way. We've already gained over 10 levels. We've only got 11 left. Maybe live 1 or 2 more struggles? I can definitely live 1. I can maybe live 2. Yeah, I can live another one. Just frickin' barely, but we live. Alright, cool. You know, I'm gonna drop a save. We'll get rid of Fury Swipes first, I guess. Similar to how we got rid of Tackle first on anything that had it. Or, well, mostly Pidgeotto. But just so that way we don't need to worry about moves missing. And it also has the least amount of uses. So, that also makes it a lot easier to use it all up first when, you know, there's not that many of them. Scratch has over double what Fury Swipes does. Not by many, but it is technically over double. So if we use Fury Swipes up first, there's no way we run out of scratches before Fury Swipes. Unless we just run into, like, the entire Weedle population, like, back-to-back. Okay, we missed. That's kind of fine. Okay, we missed twice. That's getting less fine. Yeah. Well, oh well. Used up a few of them. That's fine. Get rid of them. Quicker we get rid of them, the quicker we can do some more struggles, so. Fine by me. I don't like how many things are needing that third hit. I guess it is just Metapods and Kakunas, but still, a little annoying. We're almost level 18. Which is good, because that puts us at the 10 level away mark. Just barely hit the half an hour mark into the stream. Okay, we're out of Fury Swipes. Just hit level 18. Officially 10 levels away. We'll use up all the low kicks first, I guess, because those beast useful. Oh, I'm already so excited for running shoes. Running shoes are gonna be so nice. I can get away with Karate Chop. Oh, nice. We crit through the defense buff. That was actually probably necessary. It probably would have lived on, like, 2 health after that defense boost, honestly. So, kinda glad we got that crit when we did. We are still going to be replacing Fury Swipes with Seismic Toss, though, once we get that. Because we get that at, like, 26 or something like that. And I don't think anything in this area has more than 26 health, so that'll be a guaranteed one-shot on everything. And we'll only continue to get stronger as we continue to level up more and more as well. Granted, we only have, like, 2 levels after we get it before we are able to move on to the next thing, but still. Almost out of low kicks. Not the Pokemon low kicks, but like low kicks. Plural. And there are helicopters going crazy today. Alright, finally out of these. Bum, 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 bum. Getting close to that 9 level threshold. That'll be really nice to be officially only a single digit number of levels away. Like 6 or so more battles. I think this is enough for you? Yeah, no, we need to hit you twice. Oh. So I call it and scratch crit. Ugh. one more. We'll get to level 19. Did we learn focus energy? No, it must be level after. Level after, 21. 6 for seismic toss. I don't really want focus energy. I think if in an I might use it instead of Fury Swipes, like if I was gonna ideally use Mankey, because focus energy Karate Chop would give us like guaranteed crits. But we're probably not gonna actually Mankey. And also it doesn't synergize well with Seismic Toss because that move can't crit. Start encountering some more, some less Weedles and some more Caterpies, because we're running out of Scratch way faster than we are, Karate Chop here. There we go. Karate Chop is officially lower on uses. We might be able to one-shot level 3, Weedles with Karate Chop. I don't really want to risk it, though. We should hit level 20 before we need to go heal. We won't before we run out of moves, but hopefully we do before we run out of health. And need to go heal. We will be able to squeak in a few struggles. Okay. Last Karate Chop, we've got 2 Scratch left. Might need both of them here. No. 1 Scratch left. Perfect. Alright, cool. We'll hit level 20, and then we'll get ready to go heal. I mean, obviously we'll wait until we're as low health as we really can justify going before we go heal, but we should hit level 20 before that. Like, before we need to heal. Once we get into some of the later, sections of the game, and we're using the Versus Seeker to actually rematch trainers, I'll probably just, like, buy a bunch of healing items. That way we don't need to go back to the, once we get to the point where we are using Struggle, we won't need to go back to the, Poke Center as much, because I can just heal and just keep using Struggle. I don't know if we'll really be using Struggle against Versus Seeker rematches very much, but we'll see. Oh, nice. That level up was pretty clutch, because now I can potentially use another Struggle. It's gonna be iffy. No, that's gonna KO me. I'm pretty sure the order of operations goes, I faint before I would have gotten XP, so there's no real point of taking it out if I'm gonna faint right away. Okay. Only 8 more levels, though. Let's get Fury Swipes back out. Use all these up. Which, everything else that we have after Mankey will be finished by this point. Level 20 is as high as we need to go on the remaining Pokemon. Two things that need to get to 20, and then our second Pidgeotto we need to get up to 18. But this guy's almost most of the way to 20 already, so like we'll be able to get this guy up no problem. So like Fury Attack and Fury Swipes are very similar. This one has 5 more accuracy, but 3 less damage. Made sure to have plenty of caffeine on site, though, for this stream, so that way I'm not, like, falling asleep running back and forth or anything. I had a nice energy drink before we started. Taking a little break, drinking some water, actually. Sip of that now. But I have another energy drink in the fridge for later into the stream. Bit of a pick-me-up if this running back and forth is putting me to sleep. Bum. Ooh, excuse me. That's one thing that sucks about energy drinks, is they make me burpy. That's our last Fury Swipes. Couldn't have gotten that crit on the first hit. Let's go ahead and put that there. Okay, that's fine. We can just use up extra low kicks. Plenty fine with that. I want to get these out of here. Getting close to 21. Ooh, crunch. Ooh. This will help me drain out. That actually did more than I expected it to. That also did more than I expected it to. One must have had, like, really, really bad defense, or a negative defense nature or something. That was crazy. Did not expect that to two-shot. Oh, wow, wait, whoa, we're one-shotting things with low kick now? Since when? Okay. Oh, okay, and you're back to living. Okay. 21 though. Focus energy. Yeah, we're gonna pass. Back to not one-shotting things with. Okay, I wonder that Caterpie must have been a level 3. Wasn't. Or again, had really bad defense, nature, and or IVs. Also, quite likely. Could have also been bad HP, IVs as well. Multiple things it could have been. Oh, no, that one was level 4, so yeah, that one must have just had bad stats. Okay, you're gonna go down into... Yeah, that's fine. The last move to finish it off. We should definitely hit 22 before we run out of health. Maybe before we run out of moves, but... Not holding my breath for that, but... Should before we run out of health, for sure. Ow! Oh, I was trying to crack my finger and my hand slipped and I, like, punched the desk. Oh, oops, I meant to use Crunch Chop there. We could probably start one-shotting some of these Weedles with Karate Chop, too. I don't dare test it on a level 5, but we'll test it on the next level 3. No, I one-shot you. Definitely not leveling up before we run out of moves, by the looks of things. Hit. Nice. Crit. Might complain about that one. That was only level 3. You know what? Let's test it on a 4. Okay, that was a crit, so we can't really tell for sure. Flip a couple of those on you. 4 again. That was another crit, so we still can't properly tell. Don't dare test it on a level 5. Okay, that one was not a crit. We did one-shot it. That is good to know. We are quite a bit higher level. We're 15 levels higher than the highest level thing that can spawn here. And 16 levels higher than the, like, more likely high-level things that can spawn here. It's quite rare that the level 6 Kakuna does actually spawn, but there's quite a few things that show up at level 5. So the majority of, like, high-level encounters were 16 levels higher. Definitely take that guy out. Nice. Oh, we might actually squeak out a level up before we run out of moves. If not, it's gonna be, like, literally, like, 2 struggles. We might actually get this level up before we run out of moves, though. I think we will. Looking quite likely. Yep, there we go. Nice. 22. How are ya? Got like, what, 4? 5 scratches left? 4, yeah. There, leveling up gives us a little bit more health, so we can do another struggle or two. Goes our last scratch. Struggle until we're really low health. Getting super close. 6 levels left. And we're finally on to the 20 and belows. I'm so glad that I double-checked to see what the, like, toggle speed up button was, because it makes it so much handier for when I want to, like, take a sip of my drink, and then I can, like, don't need to have my thumb on the space bar, but I can still, like, use that hand to, like, move back and forth for a second. Oh, crunch. Alright, we can do, like, 3-ish more struggles. Maybe only 2. We get a level 3. We did not. We could have struggled against it. So we'll just go heal. How much XP did that struggling get us? About a quarter of a level. It's not terrible. Obviously, Mankey doesn't have the same amount of health that Pidgeotto did, so Pidgeotto was getting a hell of a lot more mileage. You know what? Let's do Karate Chop on Weedles and Fury Swipes on non-Weedles for now. That way we can get rid of Karate Chop fast as well. Just because that has less than Scratch. And now that we know that we're one-shotting Weedles, I haven't tested it on a level 5, I don't think, but we're probably pretty good at this point. We'll find out. Oh my god, of course. Luckily, it didn't actually hit us with Poison Jab at all. And just gave us an excuse to use up a low kick as well, which I'm also not upset about. Okay, so the level 5 Weedles are still a problem. That's annoying. I'm gonna cope and say that was like a super low roll, and we just did like super minimum damage. And that it also had really good stats and good nature. That's gonna be my cope. I'm honestly low-key shocked we haven't found a shiny yet. Because I don't know if we'll end up... We probably won't end up RNG manipulating anything on this game the way that we did on Sapphire. Going for that, of course. Going for that was kind of like a special side goal that had nothing to do with the actual, Professor Oak challenge, and that was just for me. Oh, that was just for my personal shiny collection. Okay, we missed our last one. Love that. That's okay. We can start using up our low kicks. Close. Shocked too after me. Oh yeah, I'm like definitely a little surprised. Especially when you tack on all of the encounters that we did in Sapphire after getting the first one as well. Like, I'm really quite surprised we haven't found anything yet. Right, officially 5 levels away. Nice, one shot at level 5, hell yeah. That's alright, it's just, the game's just saving it for a good one, for a biggin. You... Oh. Alright, well, clearly we're not consistently taking out the level 5s still, so... We'll have to use Scratch on level 5s, I guess. Just so that way we consistently one-shot them. But that's not so bad. That'll definitely help us conserve Scratch a lot if we're only using it on one specific level of one specific Pokemon. I'm already super excited for Seismic Toss, so we can get rid of Fury Swipes. It's a little better than I was giving it credit for, and like it's better than, like I said, it's better than having Leer, and at least we can burn through them somewhat quickly and get to the ability to struggle without just having to use Leer 30 times. But I would so much rather have Seismic Toss. Oh my god. Yeah, that's one less struggle that we can do now that we took that damage from that guy. That's annoying. Wow! Actually lived one? That's crazy. Need to use Scratch on you, because Karate Chop is not reliable. There goes our last Fury Swipes. Move back to low kick. Okay. Alright, there's the hour mark. We'll keep going until we finish Mankey, and then I'll take a break. And then we'll come back and do the others. And then we'll fight Brock. And finally, be able to continue a little bit. Ooh, crit on low kick. Hell yeah. I made sure to start a little bit early, so that way we can hopefully actually make some good progress today. Like, beat Brock and actually move on to the next section. We are immediately going to have to catch 3 1% encounter Nidoran females, so, you know, that's going to be a little annoying, but at least we'll have running shoes, so we can run back and forth in the grass a lot faster than we are right here. We'll have a bigger area to run in, so that'll make things a lot easier. And I guess we can work on, like, leveling up the, like, Nidoran males that we catch while we're doing that, because we're going to need to evolve 2 Nidoran male, 2 Nidoran female, and then 1 of the Nidorina and 1... Oh, wow, that did... I used the wrong move, but luckily it worked. Yeah, we need to evolve the entire Nidoran family before we leave Mount Moon. Or, well, I guess we don't need to evolve them all before we leave Mount Moon, but we need to collect them all before we leave Mount Moon. Since we're only doing our National Oak Challenge, I'm only worried about the things that I don't already have. We can skip like 90% of the Mount Moon encounters. We don't need as many Moonstones. So that will help out tremendously with getting through Mount Moon a lot quicker than we would have had to. And saving our Beef TM, so we don't need to use that up right away. Close to 24. Alright, what have I been using on these guys? Two low kick left. I don't think low kick would one-shot. Could one-shot that guy. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Oh, nice! And that leveled us up. Hell yeah. A few more karate chops left, and then we've got, like, most of our scratches still. Yeah, we've only used scratch 3 times so far. So we should be able to get pretty close to leveling up again off of those 30-some scratches before we have to start struggling. What's nice about saving scratch until last is we don't need to worry about that missing. We don't need to worry about it missing KOs. So, like, we'll always get the KO guaranteed with scratch. We'll never miss the attack, because nothing can lower our accuracy, and it has 100 accuracy to start with. Nothing here will resist it. Sadly, we don't get a stab boost on it, but, you know, that's fine. How often do I play this on screen? What's going on, Skyfy? How you doing? We just started this challenge earlier this Monday. Well, technically we started this challenge a while ago. I'm working on getting an entire Generation 3 Living Dex, but it started out as just a Professor Oak challenge in Sapphire. We finished that up last week, or no, week before, actually, and we took a break week. We played Emerald Rogue a little bit, And this week we started this challenge to try to finish up everything else that we need to complete a Generation 3 living national dex. So I imported everything that we got from Sapphire into Pokemon Box, which we did some shenanigans to get some extra encounters there. And now we are doing what I am dubbing a National Oak Challenge, where it's kind of like a Professor Oak challenge, except I'm gonna say, no, I don't want to do that Pokemon, because I've already done it before. So we're gonna skip a lot of things, and it's gonna make the Professor Oak challenge aspect of this go a lot quicker, and nowhere near as annoying as it would be for most people. But that's just because I don't really want to have to evolve another, like, whole set of all the trait evolutions and whatnot. Which, granted, trait evolutions are normally excluded from Professor Oak Challenge, but we did those as a bonus section in the Sapphire one. Where in this one, I'm just going to kind of include them. Well, what do I want to do for that? Do I want to include them right away, or do I want to hold off till later? I might catch 2 Haunters and we just won't evolve the second one right away. But I'll probably make space for the second, or for the Gengar immediately. But I usually stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays from around 1 p.m. Eastern Time to usually around like 4, 5-ish on a late day Eastern Time. Sometimes I might start a little bit earlier than 1, like today I started at 12:45, Monday I started at 12:30, but Tuesdays I can't start any earlier than 1. I have other stuff I need to do Thursday mornings. Not Thursday, sorry, Tuesdays. Tuesday mornings, not Thursday. Thursdays I have work, so that's why I don't stream Thursdays or Friday. Which I could probably do afternoon streams on Sunday, because I do work on Sunday, but I work Sunday mornings, so I could get out of work and stream when I get home, but a lot of times I just need to kind of relax after the week. Just kind of unwind. There have been times that I've considered maybe doing like a short stream on a Sunday as a little bonus. So maybe I'll do that sometime. Someday that work wasn't actually that bad and I don't need to unwind as much. I can come home and maybe we can work on this or play something completely different where it'll be a bonus stream. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to keep that in mind. Looks like we're gonna level up before we run out of health, so that's pretty handy. We will be officially 3 levels away. Oh, arm's getting sore. I need to get, like... I used to have one from my old desk, and it didn't, like, fit very well. I need to get a new one of those, like... things you can, like, clip onto your desk that gives you, like, an armrest. I think one would fit really well on this desk. I don't think I still have my old one, so I'd have to get a new. Not expensive. Oh, am I not actually gonna level up? No, that Kakuna may have just sealed it. If I'd gotten a couple, like, Weedles back-to-back, I might not have. But 2 Kakunas back-to-back, we good. And we can do another struggle. Potentially 2. Oh yeah. I don't think we usually take 6 damage. Ooh, we might from this though. Ooh, that was close. All right. 3 levels away. 1 level away from learning Seismic Toss. Which will it tell me the appropriate amount of moves that has for this game? Probably not. It says 20. See if it's actually 20 in this game, because sometimes the, like, Pokédex app I use doesn't always, isn't always fully accurate when you're looking at older games. But it's also quicker to pull that up than go to Cerebeer or Bulbapedia sometimes. So. Sometimes I just deal with the slightly less accurate information for the, just because it's faster. I think Bulbapedia has an app too, don't they? But it's kind of bad last time I knew. Last time I used the Bulbapedia app, it was, like, not good. So I wonder, I hope they've, like, improved that over the years, because it was a while ago. Yeah, last time I knew, the Bulbapedia app was not great. Ooh, crunch. Oh, so close, but yet so far. I just want to be done. Close to 26. Definitely, it'll be extra handy if I've run out of Fury Swipes already as well, because then I can replace Fury Swipes with it, and it'll, like, keep a bunch of back. One Fury Swipes left. Perfect. I don't think we missed a single one of those. Hell yeah. And, we're not gonna end up healing that move's uses back up, so we don't need to worry about it ever again. Nice. We're just gonna learn a new move over it here in about half a level. Right, I gotta use low kick on... Ooh! One-shot Kakuna with low kick? Hell yeah. Nice, finally got to the point where low kick is, like, actually doing some meaty damage. Well, actually, if we're one-shotting Kakuna with low kick... we should be able to one-shot Weedle with low kick, too. Well, that was a crit. That's, you know, not pretty... okay, phew. Does Kakuna have less defense than Weedle? Hold on. I need to check this. No, it doesn't. Oh, it must just weigh a lot more. Yeah, Kakuna is about 3 times the weight of Weedle. So it's just hitting it for more damage. see. I think I have, Grass Knot and low kick damage threshold thingy bookmarked somewhere. Paralysis. You just got paralyzed 4 times in a row. Oof. That is rugged. Do I not have that saved anymore? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's hitting Kakuna with double the power that it's hitting, Weedle with. Ugh. I just got thinking about Mankey's goofy Gen 1 sprite and how silly it is. I love Mankey's Gen 1 sprite. Hold on. My hands are all, like, scaly. Like... Sound. Speed up sound effect. It's looping like that. It's something. There. Rub it off the palms of my hands, that way I'm not getting my keyboard all covered in Aquaphor. Or, well, knockoff budget Aquaphor. Alright, there we go. Speed that up. There we go. My scaly-ass lizard hands aren't quite as cracked now. Not as bad today. Yeah, that sucks. Welcome back. Alright, a few more karate chops. Might level up before we run out. We need to get somewhat lucky. If we get like 2 cocoons in a row, which we don't seem to be getting, yeah, I don't think we're leveling up off of this last karate chop. Ooh, just barely. Oh yeah, okay. Seismic toss. What is 20 in this game? Hell yeah. Causes damage equal to the user's level. Yeah, so we're gonna get rid of Fury Swipes for Seismic Toss for sure. No shot anything in here has more than 26 health. It isn't 26 base power, it does exactly 26 damage. So, very, very strong against things low level like this. And very consistent as well. Actually, the most consistent move that we will have, period, because there's no low rolls, there's no high rolls, there's no crits, like, it's got 100 accuracy, so it won't miss unless our stats are messed with, like... Probably should have bigger breakfast. I'm getting... I think I have a whole lot of snacks left over either. Worked through a lot of my snacks and I'm super freaking broke. Alright, by the end of our scratches and, struggles, we should definitely level up to 27. So that will be good. And then we can do some quick... like, rough calcs on how much XP we can get on a full set of moves, since we've got 35, 20, 25, 20. These two are 40. These two here are 60. So we have 100 moves exactly. We get about 30 XP on average. So that's 3,000 XP in a single batch of moves. And we don't need to worry about anything missing. And we're getting to the point where low kick is even one-shotting things as long as we hit the right targets with it. So, like, we probably don't even need to struggle. How much do we still need? We might need to struggle this time, but I don't know. I don't know how much we need, how much a full level is gonna take. If I knew how much a full level was gonna take, then I would know, like, whether we need to struggle or not. But I guess if once we hit 27, we'll probably be using struggle to do that. We'll be able to potentially go heal sooner than like running all the way down to like 1 health. Like, if we don't need to continue using struggle, why bother? Oh, I just remembered. I bought freaking popcorn and I haven't made any yet. Oh, I'm totally having some popcorn when I'm done streaming. Definitely having some popcorn. I have to be super careful because the microwave here is like way stronger than what I'm used to, so I'm gonna have to definitely watch that closely. Okay. Looks like we're certainly going to need struggle to hit 27. Fine. Come on, Mankey. Okay. Definitely gonna need struggle to finish this level up, but that's fine. Alright, almost level 27. Will be officially one level away. Then we will be able to check to see how much XP we need for roughly a full level. Oh, that crit was actually annoying. We actually don't really want struggle. Yeah, looks like we'll be able to level up, fine without, like, continuing to weaken ourselves down any further. We should be able to level up off of just of our moves, a full batch of moves, so we're gonna do that. Let's see, yeah, we want to get rid of low kick first. I guess we want to get rid of low kick and karate chop first. So those are our, geez, I always have such a hard time saying that, least reliable moves. We're at a point now where they're pretty reliable anyway, just because of the level disparity between us and the target we're hitting them with. But just to be safe, we'll still get rid of those first. Once we get this next level up, Mankey will finally evolve. I'm gonna take a little break. I'm definitely gonna go get that other caffeinated beverage out of the fridge. Maybe try to whip together a small little snack. Who knows? Maybe I'll make some popcorn and just run back and forth fighting things mute, so that way I can crunch on some popcorn and keep going. Oh, we actually lived. I had really good defense. Also lived. I wonder if the one that we did one-shot, or the couple that we did one-shot, just had really bad defense. Thought it would be so nice if we just had a lucky egg or something. Ugh. I hate how late they put the lucky egg. And how RNG dependent the lucky egg is in these games. Oh, it's such a pain. probably won't end up going for it, honestly, because I would need to do it the most optimal way, we'd need to trade some things in from other games. Oops. What? Crazy. Well, maybe I should have done a few more struggles, because even though we had 100 moves, we didn't necessarily get 100. So close. We're about halfway. The last level up. Ugh. Want that last level up. So close. How many karate chops do we have left? 3? 2 now, I guess. Alright, we're at a karate chop. It doesn't really matter which one we use. A little over an hour and a half. Wait, we'll be close to hour 45 by the time I actually finish this level up. Oh my. At this rate, definitely not sure how much progress we're gonna make into Leg 2 today. I knew that this Mankey would take a while. At least Spearow is gonna be quick. Spearow, we only need 6 levels on. We're almost done with Spearow already. I was gonna say, let's get Aerial Ace on it, but, you know, I'm not really gonna use it, so I don't really care. I won't bother withholding the evolution. If you were gonna actually use Spearow, though, in Fire Red Leaf Green, definitely hold back evolving it. Do not evolve it at level 20. Wait until it hits level 25. It will learn Aerial Ace by level up. Spearow does not learn Aerial Ace by level up, so you need to use a TM for it. If you want it on Fearow, if you don't, just withhold levels. So, definitely do not evolve it right away. Glad that we're almost done with this, because I just got the most sudden urge to go to the bathroom. So I'm very glad that we only need to do a couple more battles. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is why I'm glad I ended up doing Scratch, because I had a feeling we would run out of Seismic Toss, but wouldn't run out of Scratch. So that was ultimately why I decided to go with this move over the other one once we ran out of Karate chop. Ooh, crunch. Somebody would karate chop my back, like, into bits. Ready. Couple more battles. Come on, Mankey. Like one more. Is that enough? Yes, it is. Oh. First evolution of the stream. Most annoying one out of the way. Oh. Okay, yeah, you can go a little faster than that. Bada freaking bing. Primeape out of the way. Hell yeah. Rage, no thanks. I know that's like your whole thing and whatnot, but no thanks. Mankey out of the way. Gotta do Spearow next. Spearow is not gonna take very long though. It's already pretty close to leveling up to 15, so we only really need to do like barely 5 levels. Little over 5 levels on that. That won't take very long at all. Save. Go, very nice. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and let's pop that up. Oh, I said pop that up, thank you. Let's go ahead and mute Chip Boy. And I will mute myself. I will be back in just a few with more caffeine and less in ladder. Anywho, I'll be back. Alrighty, chat. We back. All of that AFK stuff out of the way. What is up with Chip Boy? There we go. I was like, why is his mouth not moving? But it is. Alright, cool. So yeah, we gotta get Spearow done, Rattata, and the second Pidgey. It's finally Brock time, y'all. Welcome back. Spearow is gonna make an absolute, like, joke out of these guys, too. So, you know, not them. I probably should use Fury Attack. I guess I should use Fury Attack on the yep, Weedles. Currently grinding up Mr. Mime. Oh, hell yeah. One spot that I recommend for that, by the way, because I just went through that last night on Leaf Green on my Switch. One spot I really recommend for that is on... hold on, I gotta open Poke Earth. I think it's 15? Yeah, Route 15, which is it's the one of the east to Fuchsia City, right out the east gate of Fuchsia City. If you go out onto the connecting route, Route 14, there's a little cut tree that, like, leads you up a ledge back onto Route 15, and there's 2 picnickers and a brother-sister duo, fighter duo, black belt battle girl duo. Rematch that battle girl black belt duo. They're a double battle, and they use each of the 2 Hitmons. That was so freaking easy to level up Mr. Mime. I am doing all grass playthrough on Leaf Green right now, with the exception of Mr. Mime and Farfetch'd to set up the mail glitch. And I was using Executor and Mr. Mime, and Mr. Mime very quickly started outspeeding my Executor that was like almost 20 levels higher than it. So, that is a good spot that I highly recommend for training that guy up. It works for Farfetch too. Which Farfetch you don't need to level up quite as high. Farfetch only needs to get up to level 21, where Mr. Mime needs to get up to level 33? Which is definitely annoying. And if you have gotten enough Pokédex data that you can get the EXP share, was planning on doing it on Wild Encounters, yeah, definitely do the double battle instead with the Versus Seeker. If you happen to have 50 Dex entries as well, you can get the EXP share, and you can slap that on Mr. Mime, and then it will, in a double battle, it will work pretty much like a Lucky Egg, similar to what we did when we were fighting Gabby and Ty while we were still in Hoenn. I would do that while we were leveling things up. There's no Lucky Egg in Hoenn, so I just had to use the EXP share kind of as like a knockoff one. So you can do that in this game as well. It's just harder to get the EXP share. You don't just get handed it like right at the beginning of the freaking game. But if you happen to have enough Dex entries for that, highly recommend farming on double battles and use your EXP share as a pseudo Lucky Egg. That is definitely the best way to like farm XP in Kanto. And what you can also do is you can put an amulet coin on your other like higher level Pokemon that's actually like doing most of the fighting for you, and then your higher level Pokemon that doesn't need any items to make it do more damage or gain more XP is gaining you more money, and your weaker Pokemon that does need a little bit of extra help is gaining extra XP. Big brain. Giga brain even. Ba, 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 ba. Get rid of all these Fury attacks. Might as well. I mean, it's the same reasoning as why I was using Fury swipes, even though it's bad. Like, well, it's bad, it's still something. We are not going to be able to struggle on Spearow at all, which is kind of annoying. I don't even think I replaced any other moves either. I think this is literally just all the moves that Spearow learns by this point. Oh, what? Spearow. Yep, this is all he gets. We get Pursuit before we have one level before we evolve. Which of my two useless status moves I want to get rid of for Pursuit? But yeah, honestly, Fire Red and Leaf Green and the male, especially like the male glitch in Fire Red and Leaf Green, I've always had like kind of like a mean soft spot for Farfetch'd, but like the male glitch has made me like genuinely appreciate Farfetch'd. Like I've got Chiding with me like all the time on all my different Kanto games. It's crazy. Like once we get Chiding in this game, he's probably sticking with us for quite a while. Although we won't actually be able to use Fly right away, so maybe not. Maybe we won't actually carry Chiding with us for super long. Yeah. Forgot about that. If we could actually, well, we could still teach him Fly, I guess. We just won't be able to use it outside of battle. But he's really handy because you can teach him Fly and Cut. Which is very, very good to have something that can learn a lot of different HM moves at once. In Hoenn, I tend to use Tropius. Tropius can learn both Fly and Cut, and Sweet Scent, which is very handy for RNG manipulating. So, Tropius is big pimpin'. Sadly, obviously, Tropius isn't in Kanto, though, so that isn't going to help us in this game. But I RNG'd a shiny Tropius and Emerald and named it Banana Puddin'. It's my, like, flyer, my Cutmon, my speed center. Quite handy. Oh, bro, we're, like, 2 battles away from leveling up. That's so sad. Don't have any moves, and I'm not spamming 60 non-damaging moves so that we can use Struggle. By the time we get... I mean, I guess if we did it on a Metapod or Kakuna, it wouldn't be that bad. Because they wouldn't be able to damage us back. Oh my god, it's 70. This one has 40, and that one's got 30. That's way too much. Literally 1 battle away. Oh my god. Whatever. Almost done with this guy. We knew this one was going to be the quickest. We only needed 6 levels on this guy. Or gal, I should say. It's a female. It's gendering my Spearow. But I've been working on my Pokémon Soul Silver shiny living decks again lately. So maybe at some point we'll do some of that on stream. I need to make I need to 3D print a newer like phone stand, so like a dedicated like camera mode phone stand. there's probably things. I could probably just honestly print, like, a regular, like, camera stand and just... I've got, like, a rough idea in mind of something that I could do, but... I don't know how well it will actually work. I guess I could look at some designs, and if I feel like I could make a simpler one, then I could just... inspiration from some other ones. Okay, let's, crack open this caffeine. Just a little extra burst of energy to make it through this rest of first leg. That crack sounded kind of terrible. I'm not sure how well it sounded into the mic, because, like, my headphones kind of muffled it a little bit, but hopefully that sounded satisfying and not lame. I like to give y'all a little cane cracking ASMR every once in a while. Whoa. Good stuff. Oh, yeah, another good spot for leveling up, Chiding and Mimian without even going too far, and, like, from Celadon, and is, like, also a good battle to do for setting up the male glitch, is the young couple... was satisfying enough. Okay, good enough. The young couple out the west of Celadon, also behind a cut tree over by where you go to get Fly. They are also a decent battle for training up, depending on what starter you've gone with. They use a Ninetales and a Rapidash. So, where I was doing an all-grass run. Have I tried ZA? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I went and bought ZA. I went to a midnight release of ZA. It was the first time I went to a midnight release of a Pokemon game since the last time a Kalos Pokemon game came out. I'm not even joking. But it was really fun. I really enjoyed the base game. I played a good amount of the ranked battles. I haven't done ranked in a while. I played through the DLC, and I liked it, but I need to get back into that and finish the DLC Pokédex. We'll do that on stream someday. Do some battles again, so I can get some of the Mega Stones. Because I got, like, I think the season 1, 2, and 3 Mega Stones, but I didn't get, I haven't gotten any of the ones since season 4, like, since the DLC came out at all. Not touched ranked at all, so... Definitely need to do some catching up on that. To look into what's meta right now, so I can hop back into that game and start building some new teams for ranked. I think I'd seen recently one of the, I think ranked right now is only allowing ZA Megas. Please stream at the same today. So, yes to both. Today is my day off, which is why I try to stream around the same time. I usually stream around, like, 1 p.m.-ish to 5 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. Today I started a little early. I started about 15 minutes early today. Monday I started about 30 minutes early. But... I also stream on YouTube as well. I'm multi-streaming on both. Just dropped a follow. Thank you. So, I don't know necessarily how good the... Is that a Wooper or Quagsire? Oh, I thought that was a Wooper or a Quagsire emote. I don't know how good the, like, Twitch notifications are, but I do stream on YouTube as well. So, if you to subscribe over there and hit the little bell, that would tell you when I started streaming. If you just like watching on Twitch better, you could just open it on there instead, because odds are I'm gonna be on both at the same time. And where I am streaming on YouTube as well, as soon as I hit end stream, it saves all of the VODs over there. So if you ever wanted to check up, or catch up, I mean, on some of the streams that you missed, go ahead and just pop over to the YouTube channel. It is linked right on my Twitch bio. And you can just go over to the live tab and check out some of the old streams. We've had quite a bit of fun across various games. But lately I've been trying to do Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday streams. And I might do an occasional video on Fridays. And I need to start doing more shorts, YouTube shorts, and TikToks again. I had an idea for one that I wanted to do. Never got around to actually making it, so maybe I'll do that. Right, getting that super close to our Firo. Next level, we'll learn Pursuit. That'll give us another attack. It won't be a very good one. But, I mean, hey, it'll be another attack. It'll be better than Growl or Leer. Pursuit. As well. I guess we'll get rid of Bull. Let's put that there. What other games do I play on stream? Lately I've been like really big into a lot of Pokemon, mostly. I went through a big Warframe phase last year, and I'm kind of thinking about getting back into that. I have some really old Stardew Valley streams that I've been thinking about picking back up. I've dipped my toe into Minecraft and Terraria a couple of times. I've done multiple various different types of Pokemon streams. So we were playing a little bit of Emerald Rogue last week. I've played a lot of Poke MMO. It's like a fan hosted MMO server of the first 5 regions all blended together into one. Very, very cool game. Definitely need to hop back into that. I was doing a monotype character. I'm locking myself to only one type in each different region. That was fun. Variety streamer indeed. Yes, yes, yes. I've been trying to do some Pokemon RNG manipulation streams here and there, trying to weasel that in. Definitely want to try to make that a bit more common and try to maybe get some more people into it. Probably gonna stream the hell out of Pokemon Champions once that comes out next week. That comes out a week from today, so yeah, definitely next week. Oh, right, which I think Pokemon Home updates tomorrow, I think. And is gonna support it's gonna have some updated support for Scarlet Violet, ZA, and Champions, which is coming out in a week. Just a string shot. Not a string shot, Fury Attack. Do I play horror stuff as well? Not really. I have played a little bit of The Forest. I've meant to get Sons of the Forest for a long time and just keep forgetting to and neglecting it. But not really. It's not really my scene. I played a little bit of Lethal Company with some friends once or twice. So that game isn't like... I'd classify that game as like a game, kind of. But yeah, not really. It's the 2-hour mark. It's a good. Super close to this Fearow. Able to move on to the rat. And then we just gotta do second. But what about second Pidgey? And then we're done. The first section. Hopefully, it doesn't take too much longer. Afraid the rat is gonna be a little bit trickier than Spearow here, so that's gonna be a little annoying. Alright, there we go. Ooh. There we go. Fearow out of the way. Ooh. Excuse me. Here we go. Well, we'll go put these other two away. You away. Put it away. Oh, there, right there. Oh. We're not gonna put Venusaur away. We'll keep Venusaur on us. Time to level up the rat. I think we level up outside for like a couple levels. What's the rat's moveset? We get Quick Attack at level 7. Quick Attack is significantly better than Tackle. Can we get to level 6 before we have to go heal? Yes, just barely. Let's go heal. Get Hyper Fang at 13. That's gonna be pretty. When it hits, because I'm seeing it has 90 accuracy, so that's gonna be handy sometimes. Alright, once we get Quick Attack, we'll go heal up again, and then we'll head into the forest. We should be able to just barely hit level 7 before we have to go heal. Nice if we, like, crit or something. Oh my god. Oh, this is a little scary. Oh, we did crit! We did crit. It wasn't enough to KO, but we did crit. Definitely heal up. Oh, you know what? Let's save again too. The other guy. This is our last new evolution that we need to do. And then we only have second Pidgeotto. use Quick Attack on these Weedles, because it'll do a little bit more damage and won't miss. And if they do use String Shot on us, it'll ignore that. So, that'll be handy too. I knew that if I tabbed out and tabbed back in while it was sped up, it would bug out. So I figured I'd just turn off the speed before I did that. Crunch. Ooh, one shot. Oh yeah. Oh, no. Oh, wait, but hold on. Do we have... No, I don't think Rattata gets guts, does he? No, it's just Raticate that does. Raticate with Guts, Facade, and, Shadow Ball is actually solid. I think he can learn Brick Break and/or Dig. Definitely learns Dig. Obviously, that one's a little bit more annoying to deal with, poison, just because then you're taking chip damage on the turn you're underground. Ooh-wee! Some, Guts Facade, or even Shadow Ball is pretty good as well, so that way you can hit ghost types. Where it's physical in this gen, it's actually not that bad on Raticate. The pre-physical special split era definitely has its ups and downs. Because there are like a lot of Mons that were very, very excited to have their stab types actually be appropriate now. Like Gengar. Gengar was good without it, but but with it, it was much better being able to actually have proper use of its types. Gyarados as well, being able to make an actual good use of his water typing. Still not very well on the flying typing, even all these 20 or 30 years later. But yeah, you know what? Don't worry about Gyarados as a flying typing. But then at the same time, there are also negatives to that. Going to losing the physical special split, because you could actually give Gyarados a somewhat consistent flying move back in the day. You could give him 70 base power, hidden power flying, because it would hit as a physical move, because flying was a physical type. But once it switched over to the physical special split, hidden power became a special move no matter what type it is, because of individual moves being categorized instead of whole types. So, Metagross is very similar in Generation 3, Metagross quite often runs Shadow Ball to counter other Psychic types, but in Generation 4 onward, Shadow Ball is no longer physical. So, which many, 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 many other Pokemon enjoy the fact that it is no longer physical. But you do have a handful of scenarios where some Pokemon are like, ooh, but I kind of liked that was the other thingy, the other one that it shouldn't have been, because I used that other one, and I used that move. Now I can't, really. So... Hidden Power is, the biggest offender of that, which... Nowadays, Hidden Power itself is just completely gone. They got rid of that in Sword and Shield, so... The only thing that we've seen have Hidden Power since Sword and Shield is strictly unknown and nothing else, because that's the only move it learns, so... It kinda still needs to be able to learn its only move. But limiting it to just unknown definitely allows it to not get too super busted. Towards the end there, it was pretty busted. once they fixed it to be 70 base power, no matter what, like, that's just really good. That is really, really good. Even if it is tricky to, like, control your hidden power types, like, still, just knowing that the damage is always set to the same amount, not having to worry about that as well is just very, very nice. That's the thing that sucks the most about hidden power in the older games, I feel, is not only is the typing based on your stats, but the the damage amount is also based on your IVs. So, like, you could end up with, like, a really good coverage move hidden power type, or maybe you don't have really good stab options and you actually roll a stab option hidden power type, and then it's like 40 base power, and you're like, well, never mind. So, that was definitely one thing that was very, very nice about locking it to 70 base power all the time. Oh right, I think I have one left. Might as well use it. I'm not spamming Growl and Tail Whip until I'm out of PP, so... Poké Center we go! One more level up and we learn Hyper Fang, though, so that will give us a third attack. Oh, we don't even have Growl, we only have Tail Whip. Oh, okay. Kinda forgot about that. That would make it easier, I suppose. I could just get into battle with or a Metapod. Crank the speed up even faster. And just spam through all 30 Tail Whips. Then I could do some struggles if I need. I don't really want to do that. That sounds really, really annoying. Oh, whoops. I guess the smarter thing would probably be to do that earlier in. That way I'm just like, once I run out of attacks, I'm just like ready to go. I don't need to then be like, okay, now we gotta take 5 minutes running through all of our Tail Whips. I'm probably just not gonna do that. I'll probably just deal with having to go heal more often and not being able to do the struggle strat. That's honestly just fine. Couple more battles, will we able to learn another move? Oh, phew. Dodged that poison. Oh, okay, phew. There we go. Hyper Fang! Nice! It doesn't have a whole lot of uses, but oh well. That's fine. Use Hyper Fang on these guys, because it should definitely one-shot them when it hits. And it does enough damage that it should one-shot them even after at least, like, only one boost. Might not after if it misses twice and they get 2 defense boosts up, but I'm pretty confident it'll one-shot them after only a single boost still. See, our moves are missing so much, even if we were doing the struggle strat, we wouldn't be able to, like, do that many attempts before we just had to go heal up anyway. Honestly, I don't even think a lot of it's from missing moves. It's mostly just from missing KOs. Boom. Playing some Resident Evil. Be nice. Yeah, I've never really played any of those games. The most scary, like, horror game that I've played is The Forest. So that game had a... They announced a third one to that not too long, months ago, didn't they? Yeah, no, you're good, you're good. Oh, we've gotten to the point in the stream where I need to take my headphones. Oh. Getting somewhat close to level 15. I'm pretty sure Rattata is in, like, one of the faster experience groups. We're finding a lot of Weedles. Wait, I'm gonna run out of Quick Attack before anything else. Yep, it's just Weedles down. I'm gonna just start using it. Hyperfang those guys. That's real easy. These tactics first. Come on. I don't think we're gonna hit 16. It's a few amount of moves we have left, but we'll be pretty close. It's not quite as bad, but as long as I expected it to. Got a Hyper Fang. We got 3 quick attacks left. This last one. Oh no! And it missed the KO. We'll switch to Pidgey, I guess. And get a little XP off of that. Just have a level 1 for Pidgey. Quarters of the way to the next level already, so nice. We get 2 level ups before we kind of moves. 16 or more. Ooh, grunt. Oh, double. Just gonna start. I guess. So Hyper Fang. Is that the first Hyper Fang miss? Second. Even a second. So close to done. God, this second Pidgeotto is so annoying. Just knowing that, like, technically done. I just, like, have chosen to make it harder myself. Do a whole nother. But, oh well. Push it up. Wait, Brock, finally. 2 seconds. He's never gonna know what hit him. Oh, Dead by Daylight. Played that, but I've definitely looks interesting. I'm scared playing them alone. That's understandable. That's one thing that I like about The Forest, is that that game is also multiplayer, and I think a good chunk of it I played with a friend. So if something too scary was coming at me, I could be like, "Dog, get over here, come help." There's some crazy ass monster coming at me. Like using quick attack on the 3 more levels. Oh, we need under 1,000 XP to level up. So we should probably hit that before we even run out of moves. Nice. How much do we have? 35 and 15 is 50. It's 30, so 80. Both of these can miss. So, say like 72, 5. It's still quite. Do. Done. Play with your friend at our fair. About section is too empty? Oh yeah, I should probably work on that. Mostly, a lot of it is just because my main hustle, kind of, is YouTube more so than Twitch. So I kind of, I've slacked a lot on some of the different, like, Twitch customization options. I really like some of those. Like we'll definitely bring up again before we run out of minutes. Alright, good to know. Yeah, I really should kind of focus more on Twitch as well. Real close. We're done with the rat. Not like a public I don't have any what's the word, like creator accounts or anything. And I don't my media to, I should make like a I probably should make a viewer Discord at some point. I'm just so late. I don't have like funds to pay somebody to do it, and I myself to ask somebody to just do that for free. So it's like a community Discord or anything, or Reddit subreddit either. I'm just like, I don't want to have to moderate it. I can't afford to pay somebody to moderate it, and so it's kind of the big, short and simple as to why I don't have any spaces or anything. Maybe at some point, once I can maybe get to that I'm making even a little bit of money off of YouTube or Twitch or something, then maybe I'll think about making a small Discord server. But I don't know. Don't know. Maybe I'll do it someday. Just, definitely gonna be able to evolve the rat in this batch of moves. And move on to the second bird. Finally done this first section. Right, one more level. Speed just over 1,000. Which, in I guess minus that battle we did right before that, it would have been like just barely over 1,100. Oh right, that's what I was hoping. Oh yeah, we'll get that no problem. So that's not moves that I have, but yeah, we'll still be fine. Ooh. Ooh, excuse me. Which I guess I should probably do a little bit of prep work in Scarlet and Violet and maybe ZA as well. Sword and Shield if I have to. And try to get some Pokemon ready for champions. I don't really know... I don't know how much I need to or should prep, though, is the thing. Like, I don't know what moves are gonna be actually what it, like, saves as its move set. Like, so I'm very curious to see what's gonna actually be the optimal play. Maybe I'll do some, like, test Pokemon. And, like, I'll prep some things in games and just kind of leave them there before I, like, set their movesets or anything, just because I want to know if I should change their moves beforehand. Apparently, IVs are being completely just thrown in the toilet, so we don't really need to worry about getting things with good IVs anymore, and... I mean, I guess you can EV train beforehand, but you can also just do it in Champions, so I'll probably do some EV training beforehand just to save myself needing to use VP to change it in Champions. Yeah, see. It will definitely see. I'm excited, though. I definitely want to get more into competitive battling and use Champions as the, like, vessel of doing that. That would be very cool. Who knows? Maybe if I get good enough, I can go to a tournament someday. or at the very least enter, like, a big online tournament. That could be fun, too. A lot cheaper. Kind of want to prep a Frostlass, honestly. Mega Frostlass seems like it's gonna be, like, high-key gnarly, so I kind of want to prep a Frostlass. Sure, whatever. You're about to evolve anyway, so it doesn't really matter. His energy's better than Tail Whip. Alright. That is our final evolution that we needed for a Dex entry. We still need to evolve this freaking second burb. I've decided to make myself suffer. Oh well, we'll live. I'm honestly, like, high-key debating if I actually want to evolve this thing right now, or if I want to say, screw it, we've already got our Pidgeot, and just do this after. I mean, at least we don't gotta go... We can stop... I probably should have just switched to Venusaur, that way I could have gotten some XP on that still. That was definitely not the play to have made, but... At least Pidgey gets some pretty decent moves. Once we get Quick Attack and Gust, we're in a pretty good spot. I think Gust is a little later than I would have liked. I think it's like 13 or something, which is a little annoying. But we get Quick Attack soon. That's annoying. It might be the next level? Either the next one or the one after. It'd be 9, actually. It'd be 9 and 13. Yeah, because that would be... We got Sand Attack at 5, and so those would each be 4 after. So... It might be 9 and 13. Attacking Guts stat. It wasn't 8. It must have been 9. Let's go heal. Probably go back into the forest. Weedles are just so annoying. Everybody else isn't so bad. It's just the Weedles that are really annoying. Nobody else can poison me, so nobody else is anywhere near as annoying as the Weedles are. Oh, I had him backwards. We get Gust first. Oh, that's actually really handy. Oh yeah, we can use that on the Weedles, and now they are no longer annoying. Damn, big crit. Definitely want to use all of my tackles up first, because Gust is going to be a nice, reliable move to finish everybody off with, where tackle is... Tackle? I think it was Gen 6 that changed that? It was 5 or 6, I think. That finally changed tackle to be 100. Let's see. It may have been 6. I think at the same time it was also buffed to be 40 damage, so it would par with Scratch. One of the buffs may have happened before the other. It may have gotten the damage buff in Gen 4, but still had accuracy until 6. Can't remember exactly. I know that nowadays tackle is 40 base power. See, just like Scratch. But no, Scratch still around? Did Scratch get hit by Dexit? I don't even know. So many moves. Obviously, there's a lot of, like, super niche moves that got hit by Dexit that, like, nobody notices is gone. There are, like, a lot of common moves that I sometimes forget are gone nowadays because I play a lot. Like, I replay the older games a lot more than I do the new ones. I don't know what it is. The older games, no matter how many times I keep playing them, they still just feel like they have so much more ability. Mr. Mime set up. Mr. Mime finished. Setup will follow. Oh, yeah. Setting up just the mail glitch itself is really easy. Doing the actual, like, ace setup is the tricky part. And even that isn't that bad. Like, that's also really easy. You follow the Papa Hefe video, and you'll be fine. But setting up just the mail glitch is super easy. Like, honestly, way too easy. Like, obviously, a lot of glitches, almost all glitches are found on accident, just in general, but, like, I wouldn't be surprised if more people hadn't found that one on accident than, like, even they realized, because it's such a weird... Just done for the day. That's fair. Okay, well, I was right about the levels. I just had them backwards. The moves that it learned on those levels backwards. Shoot, I do. Phew. Shit against level. Actually, no, I probably should use Quick Attack against those instead. Just because it can't hit me back. Gust is gonna guarantee knock out anybody every time. Quick Attack? Whoa. Necessarily. Oh, super close. Look how you go. Ooh, excuse me. 4 levels away, then we can go fight Brock. Let's freaking go. Don't know. Back. Ooh, excuse me. Monsters me burpy. Water. Fill my water. Once we finish this up, I think I'll go take another little short break before we fight Brock. Because once we come back, and we fight Brock, I'm gonna be reinvigorated. I'm gonna be re-energized and be ready to do stuff again. Where, like, if we had to do even, like, 1 or 2 more evolutions today, I'd be like, oh my god, I'm, like, losing my mind. 'Cause we're nearing the 3-hour mark, but we're almost done. Don't know if we'll finish this up before we hit that 3-hour mark. I don't know if we can necessarily get, it's like 3.25-ish levels in 13 minutes, but yeah, not too much longer. We'll get this done. I'll take another little short break, and then I'll be reinvigorated and ready to go do a little bit of catching before I do actually end up wrapping up for the day. Hopefully we can keep getting more Kakunas and Metapods, because they give the most XP. Oh, yes, yes, more of those. Might get this level up before we run out of moves. Oh, no, I think... Oh, we totally are. Totally getting this level up before we run out of moves. Go heal up and we'll probably be able to get 2 levels before we run out of moves after we heal and are up to a fresh batch. Where we at right now? Yeah, we'll be in a good spot. We got 1 more quick attack, and then we've got, like, say, like, 13 gusts? Yeah. If it wasn't for the stupid sand attacks, we'd be able to do a couple of struggles. Sand attack only has 15 uses. We don't really have... We're really low on health already, though, so I don't really want to use struggle. Right now, even if, like, especially where would just need to spam sand attack 15 times before I even could. It just doesn't really feel that worth it. Definitely gonna just go heal up and should be able to level up like 1.5 times. Is about how much XP we'll need by the looks of it. A little less than that even, actually. Looks like we're gonna be a little over halfway, 1 1/3 times. Right. Last battle. For now. We'll go heal up. Thinking about it. Don't even need to defeat Misty. Yeah, exactly. Don't even need to beat Misty. You just need to go through Nugget Bridge and go talk to Bill. Yeah, there's quite a few things. The pre-badge 2 and pre-badge 5 sections, so legs 2 and 3, are quite long. Especially leg 3. Leg 3 is massive. Which we do get to skip a few of them, because of, I guess essentially dupe clause. It's pretty much what what we're doing is just, like, duplicate claws, essentially, from, like, a Nuzlocke, but on a Professor Oak challenge of... Or that's why I've called it the National Oak Challenge, as well, as to kind of, like, differentiate and make sure that people know that it is a little different than your standard Professor Oak Challenge. The fact that we've already finished all of Sapphire and got more than you can even get in a standard playthrough of Sapphire. To make well aware that we're doing things a little differently. Oh, I'm so excited. We're so close. It's the last level up of this first leg. Yeah, maybe we will actually, maybe we will do a little bit of Nugget Bridge farming. Maybe I'll farm like 10 or so nuggets from the Nugget Bridge guy. Just so that way we have, like a little bit of money to buy some Pokeballs. Like a good handful of Pokeballs with, to kind of like hold on to for a while. Excuse me. Although once we get pickup going, it won't be so bad. Because they'll pick up rare candies and nuggets for us eventually, or every once in a while. And PP ups as well, which is very handy. That will be 1% more common than it was in Sapphire. Sadly, at the cost of rare candies getting their drop rate literally cut in half. So that's a little annoying. Rare candies will definitely not be quite as flowing. I'm gonna take a bath, but leave the stream up. I don't even know when the last time I took a bath was. I guess I could. The place I'm living now does have, like, a bathtub. While I was living in somewhere that didn't have a bathtub, so... We had a shower, obviously, but didn't have a tub, so I didn't have a choice. Oh, there we go. Oh. Yeah, we'll, might be able to pick up some random hidden power TMs here and there as well. And if we get really bad ones, then yeah, probably we'll just sell them. I'm gonna bring Butterfree with me, mostly for after the Brock gym. Make sure I turn that back on. Butterfree's obviously not going to do much in the gym. But as soon as we beat the gym, we immediately have, like, a bunch of trainers that are mandatory. And so, out of all of our Pokemon that are going to be getting XP, like, after they've already evolved, I would rather it go into Butterfree. That way we can get Sleep Powder going on this thing. Because that would be very, very handy. So we'll probably fight some of those mandatory battles with Butterfree, and we'll try to avoid all of the non-mandatory battles. What are we at? Oh, we actually did make it before the 3-hour mark. Let's go. Hell yeah. Alright, I know I just saved, but... Let's do it. Let's fight Brock. We'll take a little break after, I guess. This battle is not gonna take 3 minutes. Down. Oh, I guess I probably should have led Butterfree and switched to Venusaur to get a little extra XP. You know what? Sure, let's do that. Why not? We'll do this. Get a little XP in here. Hell yeah. Official Pokemon League Boulder Badge. First gym badge obtained. I'll know what that means. To update the layout. This is like the most satisfying part of doing these challenges. Like I don't even know if it can be like conveyed how like satisfying it is to like go in and edit the layout to be updated with the little slash mark through it. I don't know what about it just like makes my little goblin brain itch so good, but how'd that feel? Alright, badge 1 down. Take this with you. Rock Tomb. Never use that. Bam! Go ahead and save. Didn't forget anything, did I? I mean, it's too late. I've already hit save. But yes, caught 19. So from here on out, I'm gonna need to kind of do my own backwards math with some of what it's telling me I need. We are going to ignore a handful of things. Yeah, so this says, end of part 2, it says 51. We are going to ignore, I guess, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 8, in. Yeah, so we'll be at 40, I should be at, after part 2. It says 51, but we're gonna skip a handful of things. Alright, cool. There we go. There's the 3-hour mark. I am already invigorated to keep going. However, I do also kind of need to go to the bathroom. I want to fill my water back up a little bit. My energy drink has got a little bit left in it. But yeah, I'm going to go take another short break. When I come back, we can finally get back to the exciting thing of actually catching new Pokemon. And not just leveling them up. And we can level things up so much friggin' faster now. Like, it is insane how much faster we're going to be able to level things up. It is crazy. Anywho, let's mute Chip Boy. Mute myself, and I will be back in just a few. All right. Everybody else as reinvigorated as I am. Alright, we can now start our streak of acquiring so many new useful things. Useful thing number 1, running shoes. Oh my god, we're freaking Sonic over here. The Flash Dreamsies this fast. Oh my god. Okay. So now we need to be careful going into this next route. Let's put Butterfree up front. And I need to be very cautious. Because I don't want to trigger any battles that are unnecessary. So, this guy is necessary. We have to fight this guy. There's no way around it. That's fine. We can just confusion him a few times. We'll be big pimpin'. Okay, no big deal. It'll be super effective against you. Bam. Ooh, excuse me. 100 Caterpie. Very nice. Well, I would love to fight Youngster Joey in his talking about loving shorts. I think it's Youngster Joey. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Youngster Joey's in Johto, isn't he? I don't know what the... Is it Youngster Captain? Maybe? Hold on. Hold on. We gotta do this for science. I like shorts. They're delightfully comfy, easy to wear. What's this guy's name? Ben. Youngster Ben. As goofy as his dialogue is, we do not want to fight him quite yet. Now, these two you need to fight one or the other, and it's easier to just fight the bug catcher, because if you pick to fight the last, you need to leave and re-enter the route to actually get past her without having to just fight the bug catcher anyway. So we're just gonna fight the bug catcher. I think all 3 of the bug catchers on this route are mandatory. I think they're the only mandatory ones, actually. And then luckily, we can get to some grass here in a minute, and we'll be able to start catching some new things. Yeah, pretty sure this guy's mandatory as well. Yes, he is. And then that last down below us is optional. We'll have to make sure we sneak around her. I think we're about to learn Poison Powder at this next level. I think it's Poison Powder, Stun Spore, and then Sleep Powder. I mean, I'd rather have Poison Powder than Harden, I guess. So we need to get around her. So this grass is where we will end up spending a good chunk of time looking for our Nidorans. There's also this grass. This guy is luckily not a trainer. There's also this grass, but I feel like the other grass is better. Okay. Person berry. We can't get that other berry with... there was another berry we walked past. We can't get that one without fighting the, so. About Magikarp. We could just buy this guy for 500. Or we could just fish one up. We can get the old rod before the next gym badge still. So, like, we don't really need to do this. We can just catch one. The only difference about doing this now is it lets us switch train Magikarp earlier. But we're about to get the Versus Seeker. So, like, limited trainer battles aren't going to be a problem to us very, very, very soon. I don't know. We probably won't end up getting there today. I don't know how far we'll make it through Mount Moon and then through, like, all of Nugget Bridge and whatnot. So, yeah, I don't know if I want to buy this and, like, switch train it the whole time now, or if I just want to catch one once we make it to Vermilion, because we'll be going to Vermilion before Misty anyway. So, I don't think I am actually gonna bother buying this guy, because I don't really need to, I feel. Like, it just doesn't really feel worth it. Oh, you know what? If I'm avoiding that trainer, though, maybe I should look for Nidorans in this grass, then. Here's Nidoran number 1. This is gonna potentially poison me. Yeah, immediately poisoned me. What am I saying potentially? Oh, I need to go buy Pokeballs, too. I only have 2 Pokeballs. Right. But Nidoran male number 1. We need 3 Nidoran males and 3 Nidoran females, which the Nidoran females are 1% encounters. So there's honestly a good chance we're probably not even making it all the way through. We're probably not even making it into Mountain. Honestly, let's be real. Okay, I think Nidoran female comes first. Yes. Oh, but Ekans and Arbok are before them. So Ekans and Arbok go here. We're skipping Pikachu and Raichu. We're skipping Sandshrew and Sandslash. I caught a Pikachu before I decided I was skipping Pikachu. So I'm not putting it in here. So these 3 spots here are for the 3 Nidorans. And these 3 spots here are for the other 3 Nidorans. Any sense? Because I didn't discern which ones were which Nidorans. But as soon as I put this one to this spot, now you guys know the purple ones and these not purple ones. Or, well, the hopefully purple ones, I guess I should say, because that meant we got a shiny one. Okay, we gotta go back and buy some balls, so let's do that very carefully. Because I don't want to trigger any of these trainers. There we go. Very carefully retrace our steps. That way we don't trigger any necessary battles. There we go. Spend all of my current money on Pokeballs. This is another reason why I don't want to buy that Magikarp, is I need Pokeballs. Like, bad. That Magikarp would have cut into the amount of Pokeball money that we had. So I was, like, terrified she was going to turn around at the exact second I stepped on. All that actually spawns here that we do... I want to fight some of these other things, try to level up a little bit so we can get Sleep Powder. Because then I'll be able to catch things easier. Okay, so we're skipping Jigglypuff. This is one of the things that we're going to skip. Because we've already caught Jigglypuff in Hoenn. Fully evolved it because we played Sapphire, so we got an extra Moonstone. Even though we got extra Moonstones from doing the Moon event anyway. But we needed those for the Clefairy line, which we are also going to skip because of, you know, we caught a Clefairies on the Moon. If you want to see more about that, check out the final check out the VOD for the Sapphire Professor Oak Challenge finale. So that was quite the stream. We had a lot of fun with the various stuff in the bonus section. Not so much fun hunting down a Bagon just so that we could get what was it? 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 a dragon scale to evolve Kingdra. That was definitely the the least exciting part of the bonus section part. Let's see. We're probably gonna get rid of poison powder on Butterfree for sleep powder too. By the way, I need poison powder on Butterfree, because we'll end up getting. I want to get rid of tackle for Gust, or do I want to run all 3 powders? All 3 powders could be funny. Especially since we don't actually have poison powder on Venusaur right now. We can stun spore you. Back. Wonder Joey is on route 25. Gotcha, okay. This one is really not a good nature. Definitely don't want to evolve that one. Oh, we missed. We missed a 99% accurate of that. We can hit him with tackle. Really don't want to be wasting. These things all have like terrible natures. It's fine. We probably weren't going to use Nidoking anyway. You want to look at the natures that I got though? But I want to see if any. I want to see which one is the least bad. Let's see. We'll put them all together. I guess it would have been a lot easier to just take the other one out. Oh well. Let's see. This one's docile. That's a neutral nature. That's probably gonna be our Nidoking, honestly. Calm is attack down. Yeah, so. And gentle is... Okay, gentle's not terrible. So, that actually works out pretty well, also, because this is our lowest level one. So we can... There, we'll do that. This one will evolve into... Nidorino, and then we'll put it back. The other one will evolve into Nidorino, and then into Nidoking. Alright, let's see. Let's go fight some of these trainers now that we have something to level up. This will get us a little bit more money to work with, too, so we can actually freaking buy things. Oh, that guy has a Spearow. We'll switch into, screw it. We'll switch into Butterfree and just hope he doesn't go for the heck. Honestly, the Spearow's low-key lucky that I did switch out of Nidoran, because a multi-hit move almost would have guaranteed that he got, poison pointed. Alright. This girl has, does she have a bunch of birds or a bunch of plants? I can't remember. If it's a bunch of plants, then we're big when it's birds. I was hoping it was plants. Sometimes the females have, like, Oddish and Bellsprout. Oh, that was actually bad on my... Oh, but we got a crit. That makes up for it. Alright, shorts guy. Show me what you got. Whoa! Black quick attack hurt there, bucko. Glad that he didn't think to use it again. So the only reason I'm, like, doing any kind of grinding at all right now is because of the Ledge of Doom. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Luckily that didn't... Well, it did kind of do something. The scary Ledge of Doom of no return. I don't want to, like, waste all of these trainers. Like, because we won't be able to come back here for a while. So I want to make sure that I get, yeah, that ledge, exactly. I want to get all of the money and the XP, mostly the money, even more so than the experience, because until we actually get that, the doodad, the what's he called, the dingamadoo, it'll come to me, Versus Seeker, we're still a little, tight for cash. Yes, we do want sleep powder. I don't know what I want to do. Because I kind of want to get rid of this for Gust. But at the same time, Gust is a physical move in this generation. So I think we might just say screw it and go all powder. We'll just go with all 3 powder moves in Confusion. And then the reason I was leveling up Butterfree is because I wanted to learn, Sleep Powder. That way we can put things to sleep. It's Compound Eyes, Butterfree, hits Sleep Powders all day. You should probably go heal, though. There's only, like, 1 more trainer left, I think. Yeah, I think it's just her left. Probably actually just fight you, too. Oh, or not. Or not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe if they hadn't hit us with that tail whip on turn 1, then maybe we would have been a little bit more fine. This is gonna be so free. And now we just got Nidoran female Pokédex stated. We already fought you? Yeah. Yeah, then this guy's not a trainer. None of the people out here. Ooh, crunch. Okay, we can't go too far. Or we can't go over the ledge yet, because we need to catch our Nidoran females. Actually... Oh. Ah, yeah, the only other place is the Safari Zone. Can't get to quite yet, so... We do need to catch the one... Okay, these are other things that we're going to be skipping. We're not actually going to catch those. Same with Geodude. We're not actually going to catch them. Actually, this guy is going to be good for us to fight, because we got Peck. It'll be super effective. And we're a poison type, so we can't poison me with his poison sting. Haha! Ho ho! Get wrecked, noob. Haha! Oh, hell yeah. Double kick is impin'. These things aren't fairy type yet. Oh, but yeah, you do got Q Charm. Well, that Encore doesn't matter. I was gonna click that again anyway. Oh boy. Luckily Butterfree's a female as well. That's enough of that. Oh, let's go. Let's go heal up. got us a little bit more money. We have. Let's go back over to the town and buy some more Pokeballs. I just want to make sure that I have plenty with me, just in case we get unlucky. We need to catch... I think all we need to catch before we can finally go all the way through the cave is... we need our 3 female Nidorans. And then we need 2 Paris. That's all we actually need to catch in Mount Moon. It's 2 Paris. Yes, Jigglypuff is also on this route, but we get to skip it because Jigglypuff was in Hoenn. We get to skip both Jigglypuff and Clefairy. Because we caught Clefairy on the moon, and we caught Jigglypuff where it, you know, normally is. Oh yeah. Stop holding down speed up. And just do toggle speed up instead. Why does nothing ever get poison pointed when it hits me, but I get poison pointed immediately? What's up with that? And then as soon as we get through Mount Moon, that route with the annoying Ledge of Doom, we can catch Ekans on that route, which would have been Sandshrew in Leaf Green that we already have. So that's one. That's a +1, big +1 for this game. I think there's only 2 Fire Red version exclusives that we already got, as opposed to, like 3 or 4, Leaf Green exclusives that we already have. Oof. Sadly, we can't really use, like, an effective repel trick on this route. We technically can, but it brings the encounter rate up from 1% to 1.1%, so... You know, like, that's not really... If it went up any higher than that, pretty much, I probably would try it, but yeah, that 10% boost I just don't feel is gonna be worth the annoyance of dealing with the repel. Especially since we don't have Illuminate, we don't have White Flute, so, like, we don't have anything to help further increase the, like, regular encounter chance in general. So, yeah. I think we'll just kind of deal with it and hope it's somewhat lucky. Which, if we're feeling lazy, and we're having a hard time finding a third one, we can settle, and we can catch a spare Nidoran male, and we can do an in-game trade, and get rid of the spare Nidoran male for an additional Nidoran male. And I'm pretty sure we can do that trade before the next gym badge. I'll have to double check it just to be sure. Actually, we'll be able to go back and try to evolve. So. Cool. Alright. Go switch this one out for the other one. Alrighty. can do that trade before second badge. Okay, I was pretty sure, because, oh, whoops, did not do that, forgot to switch those back around. It's in, the, underground tunnel, right? The Nidoran trade? Do a couple switch battles to... Really should move. Oh, and I guess I can turn this back off. Whoops. Whoa. Wow. We'll also just give Butterfree a little bit of XP as well. Oh, shoot, that's annoying. Oh, right, all it knows is Sing and Defense Curl. Oof. Oh, and I'm in love with it too now. Oh my god. Oof. That was way more obnoxious than it needed to be. Small house going down to 6. Okay. I don't trust the Jigglypuff. I feel like I should catch a fourth one of these already. Just getting sand attacked into oblivion. Sand attacks. Stop. We'll go heal. We're getting kind of low on health. Once this Nidoran evolves, we don't have anything else to worry about leveling up right now. We haven't caught anything else new yet. I mean, I guess we can pop into the Mount Moon and catch our couple of Paris. And that way we could be leveling up one of those. That is something I might actually delay. Well, no. No, I don't really care. I was gonna say I might delay Paris's evolution 1 level so it learns, shoot, what's it called? Spore, early. But Parasect is so slow, I don't even really care about. I'd rather just use Butterfree and have the small chance of Sleep Powder missing than just getting outsped as Parasect. Low on health. Like if I get crit, I'm gonna get taken out. Maybe this grass will give me some better luck. I know that's not how it works at all, but who knows? Well, I guess in some of the other games it is. Some of the like more modern games, like Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield. Some of the different individual grass patches have in. Not these older games. I gotta take these headphones off again. Ugh. I'd be happy to just find one. Just one Nidoran female at this point. We need at least two. This is what sucks about like doing it a national dex style instead, is like a living dex style. I need instead of just, if you were just doing a regular Professor Oak challenge and like not worrying about getting one of each, you could just catch two Nidoran males, evolve one, and trade the other one and evolve that one, and boom, you're done. I need multiple, and I can only do that trade once. I need to catch at least two. 1% Nidoran. If it's level 5 or 6 that it spawns. That way I can tab out and it won't go weird. Say level 6? Health, Pokeball, asleep. 62%. Level 5 doesn't make any difference. So, cool. If I need to go buy more Pokeballs before I catch Paris, I can, like, fight my way through different, like, rocket trainers and whatnot, and, like, the dude at the end, and, like, pick my fossil, and then I can just turn around and come back out this end of the cave, as annoying as that'll be to have to walk all the way. I can just come back out this way if I somehow... Sand attack. Enough sand attack. Yep, looks like at this rate, we're probably not even going to be making our way through Mount Moon today, but that's fine. At least we beat Brock. Finally made it into Leg 2. Finally be able to start getting some of the cooler... different things. Got one. Running shoes. But be able to get Versus Seeker. Pick up. Be able to get, what was the other cool? Something else. Can't remember what the other thing. There's a fourth thing. Oh, here we go. For a second, Nidorino. You heading out for the day. Good luck. For GG, finishing leg 1. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. We're probably not going to be going too much longer anyway. We're about 20 minutes away from 4 hours. I have to go to the bathroom. So, well, we'll wrap up in like 5 minutes. We'll give it 5 more minutes. That'll be just shy of 4. It's 3.75 hours. Is a pretty good stream. Hopefully we can get lucky in these last few minutes and happen to find a Nidoran female. If not, that's fine. Work on that. Work on that in the next one. I do technically need to catch another Spearow, but I don't want to catch one here. Because you can find Spearow on the route, like, right next to where you need to do the trade to get Chiding, and the ones on that route are higher level. And the level of the Pokemon that you get from trades corresponds to the level of the Pokemon that you send in the trade. So I want to have a higher level Spearow so that way I can get a higher level Farfetch'd. I'm still going to have to level him up higher to get him to level 21 to teach off. Start with like a level 15 or something. Save me a lot of work instead of starting with a level 7 or 8. Oh, come on, let's give us just one. Just one. One good luck now before the industry. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. 2 minutes left. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't look like we're gonna be finding a Nidoran female. Hope so. A minute and a half. Come on, Nidoran female. Sadly, Q-Charm doesn't work in the overworld in this game. Which is really annoying. I also don't think it affects Nidoran anyway, because the way that like Q-Charm does work on Pokemon in the wild is it only works on things that have like proper split gender ratios. And the two Nidorans are, like, effectively 2 whole different species with 100% gender ratios. So, similar to, like, Volbeat and Issei. They're, like, 2 different species, but not 2 different species at the same time. It's really weird. Yeah, it makes it so that, like, Q-Charm doesn't affect that in the wild, sadly. Like 30 seconds left. One more encounters. Last second buzzer beater, Nidoran female. Ooh, come on. One more encounter. It's been... Yep. Damn. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up for today. That was a very, very productive and good and exciting stream. We got a good chunk of progress done today. We finally finished leg 1. We dipped our toes into leg 2. Have quite a bit more that we need to do before we can really progress too much farther. But at least we got some of the big steps in the right direction started. But yeah, anywho, if you enjoyed, make sure to go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell, share with a friend, follow if you watched on Twitch, check out the TikTok as well, linked on the YouTube. I don't think it's linked on Twitch, but it should be. I'll have to fix that, but it's definitely linked on YouTube, which is linked on the Twitch. Check that out. Give me a follow over there. And, yeah, I'll see you guys all again on Monday.